Adulting 101? Why, yes, Adulting 101. I believe so. We're going to talk about today how valuable your time is. Stay tuned. Coming up. Adulting 101 in action right now. I think I broke. Oh, okay. Fixed it. All right. Action. All right, guys. What's going on? Anthony Isaac here. Thank you so much for clicking that little view button. I'm sure my thumbnail was kind of creative. I don't know. I have not created yet or something, but thank you so much for clicking on the video because I really like doing these things and I'm not very good at it, so I'm trying really hard, man. It's kind of zoomed in too close. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Ooh, okay. To start off, this guy right here, the schnoz, the nozzle, the nose, yeah, super clogged up. I'm not even sick. I just popped a Mucinex, just took a Claritin. I just can't breathe. I almost considered not doing the video today, but I was like, you know what? I tried to do it 2 times yesterday. I keep losing. I want to win. Let's go get that paper. Okay, I'm back. Anyways. So today I wanted to talk about and start kind of like a brand new series that I've thought about starting before. I've kind of got, I think I might have a video of it up actually. You know what? Okay, yeah, I have one. I have one of them. There, right there. That's actually my tax. I know that was blurry. Fuck it. That was my learning how to do your own taxes video, which actually got the most views, which wasn't even a lot, but still. Anyway, so I kind of wanted to rekindle this series. It's really important to me. Really enjoy it. Here's the big thing. Being 25, I feel like there's a lot more that I could have done with myself and should have done with myself. I feel like I need to continue working on those things, and I do all the time, especially off camera. Here's my deal. Ever since I got out of high school, which was not graduated, by the way, I got asked to leave. Technically didn't get kicked out, technically didn't drop out. They were like, hey, Anthony, you have 7 credits. Like 3 of those were Spanish. You're probably not graduating for like another 3 years. Are you sure you don't want to just walk away? Because you basically have freshman status. Okay. Well, if I didn't have faith in myself already, all my counselors and teachers telling me this is probably not going to help. So I'll see you later. Which landed me in this situation where I had no money and had nothing to do with myself and just sat around all day hanging out, sitting on my butt, just kind of hanging out, getting high and not really giving a shit. So here's the deal. Number 1, first thing, here we go. One of the fucking best ways to value your time, to make sure you're making the most of it, is always be working. That's really something I truly believe. You should always be like on the venture of making more money, whether it's if you lose a job and you get a brand new job right away. I'm a huge advocate for things like Craigslist, Indeed, Monster.com. You know, you can go to a library and you can go online and you can go look for a job on Craigslist. And here's my thing. A lot of people call Craigslist shady and all that kind of shit. And I get it. Some really bad Craigslist killery things have happened on there, and everybody should always be wary. I always call somebody and tell somebody when I'm going to like buy camera equipment from somebody or if I'm going to sell something. Just anything can happen and you don't know people. So I do agree with being safe, but at the end of the day, it's still a really great resource. Every single job that I've ever had, every single one, not like little back alley, you know, I-9, like private contractor jobs, but like real jobs. The job that I had at the Marriott, that was a job that I got through Craigslist. The job that I have in the industry I'm in right now, Craigslist. The job as a courier that I had, Craigslist. Every pizza, yeah, I think every job except for my 1 or 2 jobs were Craigslist-based jobs. And that says something. That says that I got on the phone, I called every single day, I sent my actual resume out. Every single day, I called people so that they could hear my voice and make a connection to the person I am. Every single day, always be working. Always be working. I really think that that is a very, very, very valuable skill set. You always need to have a job. You always need to be ready to work, and you always need to be adding value to that which is around you, even if it's really, really small. Number 2, numero dos. Second thing that you should always be doing is, I personally think that everybody, at least once in their lives, should try blue collar work. I think that it really, just like Job Corps people, I think blue collar work really gives you this mentality of I have to put in the work. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. And that makes every other job that you've ever done after that just a freaking breeze. I did a lot of construction. I did a lot of private contracting, roof work, siding work, everything except for like some very like big jobs like excavator working ass construction jobs. Did it all though, erosion control, all that stuff. And I think it teaches you how to break your back a little bit, which I think is necessary, especially in the day and age that we're in right now. I think that it gives you this respect for other people who do work really hard, so that when you transition out of blue collar work and you're in a different job set, when you see those kind of people, you know to affirm them and really, make other people feel comfortable, and you know the struggle. And I think that's really, really, really freaking important. Understanding other people is a really important thing to do. So that's going to be my number 2. And number 3, the third thing that I think is very, very, very important when you are trying to one-up your game and add value to your life and how valuable your time is there's only 24 hours in it. How do you use them? What are you waking up and doing in the mornings? What are you doing with that time? Are you just clocking in and going into work and then clocking out when you're done, playing video games, eating and going back to bed, going and having a beer or a ginger beer, however old you are, and just hanging out with friends? What are you doing when you're technically off the clock? Are you still finding ways to add value? I really recommend diving into certain people's autobiographies that know a lot about making money. Gary Vaynerchuk is a huge influence. His Jab, 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 Right Hook, one of my absolute favorite books in the world. It actually teaches you how to market and cater to an influence on social media. So a lot of people, they're literally like looking for those kind of things to grow brands, to do things like that. Huge influence. I'll put a link below for Amazon or some shit like that for that book. But huge success. Ever since I started reading that book, I kind of started putting that work into my online presence, and I see it go up. I really enjoy that kind of stuff. I dodged it again. I did not say except for right there. I said right there and again and then again and again and again. Shit, that was a real one. That wasn't even a play one. Dang it. I had to step outside for a little bit. It was getting stuffy in there, and my nose feels really stuffy. I can't even take it. Decided to move outside, kind of get some fresh air, kind of breathe in a little bit. I hate this. All right. 4 is, when do you get up? Speaking of what do you do when you get up in the mornings, what time? Are you just rolling out of bed, ready to go to work when it's time to go to work? Or are you taking advantage of your 24 hours out of your entire day? Because there's a lot. That's a lot to get done, or that's a lot to not get done, and it's really, really, really easy to let time get away from you. I personally try to get up around 4:30, 5 o'clock every single morning. And I know that sounds ridiculous. I know that sounds super stupid, but predate all this modernization. We used to get up with the sun, but that's just a whole different story. I choose to get up before the sun because I want to get paid. I want to make my money. I want to do things with my time that not everybody else can do or chooses to do. So what do I do with that time? I get up, 4:30, 5 o'clock, like I've said. Do a little bit of stretching, just kind of mentally wake up, because it takes a little bit of time for your body to wake up, for your mind to get moving. So I do that, pop some pre-workout, I go to the gym, I spend about an hour and a half at the gym. It really depends on my time frame. Then I'm off to actually do a little bit of work as early as 6 a.m. In my case, for some of that work, it's going to be going out, taking pictures of landscapes, mountains, sunrises. Colorado, the creamiest sunrises in the world. If you'd like to see them, go ahead and pop on over to my Instagram. Do not close the video. Just, we're in an age of technology where you can open Instagram and keep Facebook open and be liking all my stuff and watching all my things at the same time. Yeah, that's pretty nifty. Go ahead, check out some cool creamy Colorado sunrises. I love them. They're my favorite thing to grab in the mornings, besides a good cup of coffee. I get up, I do my work, my personal work, and then I'm going in and I'm starting my day at work. Now, I have a very interesting work schedule, and I'll get into a specific video about my work schedule, but basically, I work 40 hours. I do that in 3 days. Then I spend the other 4 days out of the week hanging out with my son, being a single parent, getting involved in his life, working on my personal business stuff, things that are important to me, because I believe that people who become slaves to corporate work, a lot of corporate living, who get too involved with overworking themselves. I mean, if I could get overtime, I'd probably work a few more hours at my job and maybe even add a 4th day, or just like extend one of those 3 days out a little bit more, just like a few hours more each day. But that's just the deal. When I'm in work mode, I'm in work mode. I don't want to do anything else, and that's what I do with those days. But the rest of the time, this is my time. This is my chance to take over the world. You know, that's what I want to do, is make my print, leave my mark, you know, come up with my products, which are just interesting. You know, I really like clothes, rep and apparel. I really like sponsoring clothes that already exist and engaging local communities that create artistic threads. Number 5, my final, last, done, Delarunsky, doing it, boon it, always over it. Never become complacent. There we go. Never become complacent. Becoming complacent, becoming comfortable, becoming lazy, that's what happens. I think it's okay to be satisfied with your work, but I think you should always be striving to do more, to get more done, to get all of that work out of the way, to help the next person, to really build a community. And that's something that I want to do here, is build a community. I would like to attract to this page, you know, as many young entrepreneurs as I can. Of course, you know, we all probably have different styles of work, but also just like a lot of parents who they don't know what to do with their time management. They're struggling with that. I get that my situations are probably different than yours. You know, I am a single parent. I'm a full-time parent. I still, you know, live with family a lot, and some people are like that, but a lot of them aren't. I think that this is a good place to come to look for support, and I think Adulting 101, even if you've been adulting for 10 years, my senior, I think this is still a good place to come and just kind of refresh, renew, get somebody else's perspective on adulting. And I'm really excited about this next, you know, little project. I'm gonna be really happy about it. I'm thinking about turning this this specific video set type skill, Adulting 101 itself, into a vlog-based series, you know, where I'm not just sitting in my little office doing all my videos. So let me know how you feel about that. Go ahead and share that in the comments. Go ahead and like the video, shoot me a sub. That's really it for the end of the day. I appreciate you guys so much. Puppy, come here. Always playing with other dogs. I appreciate you guys so much for liking this video. Go ahead and click that like button. I'm pretty sure I already said that. Smash the subscribe button. That's right, I just stole the Peter McKinnon outro. Ding that bell for me. I don't think anybody's used that one. And stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to try to put them out every single Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, 3rd day of the week, and it's a W. Have an excellent day. As I've said before, go ahead and follow me on my Instagram. And every single Sunday, I'm going to be doing streaming. Xbox Live, Mixer streams. It's going to be Spicy Shrimp Block. That's my handle. Get it, guys. See ya!